What you have just seen there was a Chinese PLA, the People's Liberation Army, animation of their missile blast into the country of Taiwan. Today, Monday, the 10th of April 2023.
Warships are on the move as China conducts 3 days of military exercises encircling the self-governed island.
You may ask yourself, what is the country of Taiwan actually doing in response to these Chinese drills?
Chinese mainland 131 warship. This is a broadcast from the Republic of China's 10079 Coast Guard team. You are now seriously damaging regional peace, stability and safety. Please turn around immediately and leave.
You may also ask yourself, what do the actual people of the country of Taiwan think about what's happening? From France 24, here are two people, don't worry, all translated into English. What do they think about this whole palaver?
I've seen the news about the China drills. When there were things like this in the past, before the war in Ukraine, I always thought it's just how things are. Even now, I don't totally think that these drills will create security concerns for us. But everything that China does is to provoke.
We're already numb to it because they've been calling for unification for a long time. But I think since we still have to go on with our lives, us Taiwanese have to remain calm. China's politics also don't really have anything to do with us. When they talk about unification, we can't really say anything.
For my opinion, it's just China bullying the country of Taiwan, bullying Taiwanese people, even though they say they will never provoke any kind of war. Well, what the, excuse me for my French, but what the hell is this? Showing how strong you are through some pretty amateurish simulations or cartoons, as I like to call it. What I'm going to show you is the full-length video of this from the PLA, from the Chinese military, from the Chinese government, showing again how strong they are, even though they've got zero battle experience. The last time China tried to invade a country, they failed miserably in 1979 when they tried to enter Vietnam, but that's a completely different story. So apart from then, the army, zero, only training experience. This has been happening for such a long time between the two countries of the People's Republic of China and the Republic of China. And I know, and people in Taiwan, they don't want to have the reunification, they don't want to be together, they just want the status quo. Taiwan is one of the best democratic countries in the world. Taiwanese people look at Hong Kong and say, well, China broke the promise. I know many people would spin it around, etc., with the national security law, but basically, they did actually break their promise. So with that in mind, it's sort of, again, it just going round and round. And the Taiwanese people sort of say, it's another one, it will disappear. And we hope and pray, but I think it will. The status quo will always remain the same. And even the Taiwanese people would laugh at the government of the People's Republic of China, Beijing, because these are only drills. It's not going to escalate. Why? Because if it escalates, this is going to be a proxy war, some people would say. Some other people would say this would be World War III, for example, and the Chinese economy would collapse, basically, because of this. Yeah? They may win or lose, but they're going to lose a bucket load of trading partners. Trading partners equal money. Money equals a strong economy. It's just not going to happen, no way. Even though some people said they would, it would just be another proxy war in the United States of America, or a war of nutrition. Again, this is how people manipulate your way of thinking. Just keep it simple and just stick to the facts, and you can see that this is just a waste of time and money, and it is really China being the big bully. We are the best in the world. We can provoke, we can do what we want. Look at the Belt and Road Initiative in Africa. The governments there, yeah, like all governments, they are corrupt, but they're more openly corrupt. So they can bring in products near enough so cheap, so the poor African people who work in Kenya, for example, cannot do their business because the Chinese businessmen do the business there. So they can't compete. It's just another thing which China does, but milks it in a polite way, saying this is the Belt and Road Initiative, we want to help people. The story goes on and it becomes more complicated. Please do leave your comments in the section below. Am I right or am I wrong? Do you agree or disagree? That's entirely up to you. Objective news. Yes, I know I'm a bit subjective as well. Have an epic day. I will been rambling for too long. Like, subscribe and share, and bye-bye. Thank you.